Good afternoon, Dr. Gary here on the road. We are dental practice brokers nationwide. We sell dental practices. Today's topic is big trouble for two large DSOs. We'll get into what's happening. You know, we have the inside track on a lot of these things because we're dealing with it on a day-to-day basis. And we'll talk about this information, which you will not find published or written about anywhere. Anyway, so now we have 28 states that we're involved with. We're in selling practices in. We have 10 employees, in addition to 2 CPA accountants. So we have a pretty good team right now. You can reach us at 201-663-0935. Our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. You could find a lot of useful information on there. So just check that out. Now, in addition, we're now answering the phones from 8 a.m. East Coast time to 9 p.m. East Coast time, so you could reach us anytime. Please give us a call. We work every day except Christmas and Easter. So give us a ring and we're here to help you. As far as the, if you're thinking about selling to a DSO, and we have new updated information about DSOs, please give us a call. We know quite a bit about them. We know who's having trouble and who's not, who's growing, quite a bit. So when we work with the DSOs, you have a larger practice, you know, grossing over 1.4 million, 1.5 million. We have connections with many of the DSOs. We don't work for them. We're independent. We can pick and choose who we think is the best ones for you. And being that the industry is going through a lot of changes, we feel we have valuable information, which we'll talk about today, to share with you. So they will often pay our commission, so there'll be no commission to you. And when you work with us, many times we can get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing, depending on criteria. Anyway, so call us. Even if you want some free advice, you want to do a dental evaluation of what your practice is worth, please give us a call. We'll be more than happy to respond. Now, we have new information about some large DSOs, which you will not write about, we know you will not hear about, or you won't find it in a publication. It will not be advertised. It won't be in a newsletter. You know, this industry is going through some changes now. There is one very large DSO who recently got bought out by a private equity, and rumor has it they're going to be going bankrupt if they haven't already gone bankrupt. Okay? This was a company that was buying like crazy and offering offers on practices that were just unsustainable, just to get the practice so they could resell it to a private equity or somebody else, assuming that the market would never end. It was kind of like the people that were buying up anything and everything because the real estate market was going up like 20% every year. So they didn't matter what they bought because the real estate market they thought was going to keep going up until the bottom fell out and houses lost 40% of their values around 2008. So this one, and we don't name names here. We don't think that's proper. You'll call us and we'll talk about it. We're certainly going to steer you clear of this. One company is having big financial troubles, if not has already gone into bankruptcy. That's just one of them. Just a shakeout in the industry. Secondly, there's another one who's very large, is on a hiring freeze. And I just learned 3 days ago, because they had a few practices to send to them, that they're not buying single dental offices. And this is one of the largest DSOs in the country. They're cutting back. They have some management problems. They're letting go some of the employees, but they have some problems going on. They're no longer purchasing single practices, no matter what the size. they want large number of platforms. In other words, 5, 6, one office that has 5, 6 different satellite offices. And maybe they'll buy that, basically a larger platform. So this is something pretty interesting, that you're not going to be reading about this. I only found out because I sent them a number of practices for sale, and they're all single practices, all doing over 1.5 million. And they say, sorry, we're not interested. I couldn't believe it. Again, this is information you're not going to read about. This is when you're on the ground floor like we are, you know. And I'll tell you a story, not to boast, but the one company that sounds like they're either bankrupt or going bankrupt. I had a client a few years ago that brought them a couple good, very good DSOs. This is in the heyday when things were hot. I mean hot, like 2021, and everybody was buying everything. And I brought him some real high quality DSOs. And they went out and shopped the deal after we made offers to them to find the next highest bidder instead of going through me. They thought they'd, outsmart everybody. And when they came up with this one company, I said, you're making a big error. I wouldn't do that. I've heard it through the grapevine. This is not a financially strong company. And they said, oh, no, we got stock options and everything. We are all set, and we're getting company stock. I said, you're going to be surprised. That company's having trouble. And sure enough, 2-3 years later, now the company's going bankrupt. And their great stock they had in the company is worth 0 now. Major hit. And they thought they were going to outsmart everybody because as a single practitioner, you think you know everything that's going on and you're right in the mix of things. Or you go to a seminar or a conference where you meet the CEO and think, okay, I got it. I'm on the ground floor. I know what's going on. I mean, it's going to be so careful with that. You never want to be, and I never claimed to be the smartest guy in the room. Well, this one doctor thought they were. And I warned them and warned, but they didn't listen. So now their stock that they got, I don't know how much they were sold for, I don't know. But I know they went to this one company who's going bankrupt. The stock that was given to them is worth nothing now, 0. So please try to listen to us. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm on the inside track of some of these things because I know what's happening. Information I have is not published. It's just word of mouth between different people in the industry. And you see and hear and know what's going on. So please listen to us when you can. I believe we have valuable information. What we do when it comes to the DSOs, we'll try to bring you the best ones who we know that are solvent, have good principles, and they can be around for a long time. So, word to the wise. We're here to help you. Thank you. Now, we have a bunch of new practices. What we are trying to do now is our list of buyers is I think we're over 850 now. That is our active list of buyers. These are people that bought from us in the last 13 years or are actively looking now. We keep track of everybody. And we just had certain practices in one state, and we just got it. We put a bulletin out. Hey, we just got these practices in this one county. I think this is Fairfield County, Connecticut. We just got that. And the way I've been getting a lot of calls on that, and you don't get that many, that's a hot county. Fairfax, Virginia, hot county. Fairfield, Virginia, Connecticut, hot county. Bergen County, New Jersey, hot county. North Carolina, the whole state is a hot state. So give us a call on these things. So if you sign up with us, you'll get the quickie bulletin. Now, every month we're sending out all of our practices for sale, updated ones, but sometimes we have isolated ones that just come on. We'll pick out the people from a certain state and send you a isolated email, and that should work out pretty good for you. And that's what we did. So we just got, to give you an example, 4 callers within 15 hours of this one practice for sale in Fairfax County, Connecticut. And that's a pretty good statistic. So we'll reach out to them and they'll get the inside track. So therefore, you want to sign up with us. All right? Great talking to you. We hope we have more information for you soon. Keep an eye on our the list of practices for sale. You can only get that if you sign up with us, sign your non-disclosure agreement, and we'll try to get it out to you. All right, we just came back from Philadelphia suburbs, saw a nice practice down there. Going to Bergen County, you see another one now. We are on the road. We're working 7 days a week on your behalf, every day except Christmas. We're out there for you. Thank you.